The next video was sent by Simon F, and he told me that he found it on a random Reddit thread. Unfortunately, without writing down the uploader, we are seeing another family home, and another young mother is spending some time with her newborn and her little daughter. And yet again, it is said that the home of this family has some really unusual things happening once in a while. In the following recording, we see the young mother watching television, and her older daughter is about to leave the living room. However, this doesn't go as planned. Her mother is sure that something pushed her forcefully, and the little girl stated that it felt like an ice-cold wall that was hitting her. Strange. Unfortunately, it is unknown what exactly caused this wall to appear. Do you have an explanation? The following is a recording which stems from a memorial celebration which was held for the fallen soldiers. Two young men who were part of the military themselves were giving speeches at the time. Important to note is that nobody was situated behind them and the area was supposedly secured. However, it would appear that a man was standing just a few inches behind them. Several eyewitness reports state that nobody saw this man behind the trees. And that many believe this to be a manifestation of a fallen soldier in full uniform. I thought at first that maybe a local farmer accidentally made his way into the recording. But based on these eyewitness accounts, my theory is probably out of the window. Eerie though, isn't it? The following clips come to us from Muro75 from Germany, who is experiencing some paranormal activity in his apartment and has filmed some of the startling events. He writes on the first video, "Something like this happens almost every night. Some constant and very loud banging can be heard from Muro's front door. However, once he approaches, nobody and nothing can be seen from the peephole. Some commenters warned Muro not to open the door. There are many superstitions regarding knocking on the door. Some say a knocking means a family member is trying to reach out to you, but others say it is a predictor of death or bad news incoming. The second video is even more puzzling. He writes as the caption, "Here is your proof. Pay attention to the balcony door." While Muro is inspecting the window and door area, a dark figure can be seen creeping up behind the uploader. The apparition is completely dark. Its arm can be seen outstretched in front of it, and its head looks like it might be covered in a cloak. To no surprise, when it turns around, the figure is nowhere to be seen. When it turns back towards the door, it is flung open. It does appear that the spirit that was knocking has managed to enter the house. What are your thoughts? Is this a legitimate haunting? This video was captured by the security camera of TJ, who tells us that the recording started once she left her house to grab an item that she had forgotten in her car. They felt for quite some time that there might be something wrong with the house. shadows that could be seen ever so often, and just the feeling of uneasiness at night. This video might be proof that something inexplicable is visiting them at night. See how a cloudy shape seems to be entering the house through the main door? They state that nobody else was outside on their property. And that they had never seen anything like this before, making them believe that this was a paranormal encounter for sure. Could this be? The following video was captured by two fishermen from Puerto Rico. They were fishing along Bridges Surf Beach when they noticed something quite curious in the waters. That's when they started recording.
Mira, prendí y apagó. Y una boya allí. Y alumbra de momento, ¿verdad? Submarino.
First, one might think that we are seeing some form of machinery here that is illuminating this strange blue light. However, as they get closer, things take quite the weird turn.
Mira, empezó en el puente y está en la boya, mira la boya. El puente está a mano izquierda, a mano izquierda. Mira eso, mira eso, mira. Mira eso. Hay algo ahí. Mira algo ahí. Míralo. Yo no sé qué carajo es eso, dale para atrás.
Si no quieres saber.
Dale.
Quiero saber.
No quiero saber, dale.
¿No crees que yo vi algo? Es un ovni.
No. Dale.
Mira ahí.
Sí, eso es eso. ¿Hundió? Wow.
Once they are right next to it, they get a good glimpse at this weird thing. They capture a strange humanoid figure that is swimming across the blue light. The men were sure that this could have not been anything human, and that something otherworldly must have happened here. Perhaps a mysterious creature that was with them that night. Could this be? This video stems from South America and was uploaded by a concerned person. Apparently, paranormal events are nothing too unusual in this area, but what happened today was new. The person recording noticed the rocking chair in front of their home starting to move, but then there was something more unsettling that was visible in the reflection of the television. They believe that a shadow being from another dimension could have been responsible for this. Is this possible? Are we seeing a shape-shifting manifestation of something that doesn't stem from our world? Who can say? This recording was taken on a highway. A motorcyclist states that he was heading back home and decided to take a toll road to get there a bit faster, but something quite curious caught his attention on the way home. It was around 10:51 p.m. and the area seemed completely deserted. After about 30 minutes of riding, he notices something quite strange in the distance, something that sent chills down his spine. A mysterious woman is seen walking on the right side of that highway. It is uncertain where she was heading. The driver also states that it was quite eerie how she was moving her arms. Apparently, he felt a chill when passing her by and decided to get out of there as fast as he could. Many people who watched this recording commented that it could possibly be the spirit of someone who may have lost their life in this place, or perhaps a person with a mental illness, because who in their right mind would be walking on a road like that, completely alone? Certainly strange. The next video was forwarded by Mania Trent, and it is said that in the following clip, a security camera in the Broadway Palace apartment complex in Los Angeles might have caught an actual ghost. User Pooperness has shared the following video. Apparently the user, who works as a security officer, noticed something really strange on one of the lower security cameras. In his own words, he tries to explain what he saw that night. I recorded this from the CCTV at my job, and they fired me for it. I usually don't believe in ghosts, but this video is creepy. I recorded it around midnight on March 12th. It does look a bit strange, doesn't it? Of course you never know if it wasn't an insect or something, but many people commented on the fact that this ghost boy, or whatever it was, seemed to be walking towards the corner and then just vanished, which is really strange, wouldn't you agree? Are we looking at a paranormal incident here, or what was going on that night? The next video was captured by a young woman named Lisa. She states that she was out on a walk with her dogs today and that she saw a weird black object appear out of thin air. She didn't think much of it at first, since it disappeared shortly after that. However, after getting back from her walk and entering her car again, it popped up once more in the distance. This time the woman recorded it. She decided to walk towards this thing, so together with her dog, she slowly approached it as it was making its way further into the forest. Weirdly enough, the woman states that it kept its distance until it vanished out of sight, but ever since she felt as if she's being followed by something. Very strange encounter for sure. The following video was shared by two young men from Aguascalientes, Mexico, who were on their way back home after a gathering around 2:30 a.m. They drove past a supposedly haunted stretch of land, on which ironically a kindergarten was built a few years ago. What really caught their attention was a set of swings, on which a young girl could be seen, which is quite baffling, since this part of town wasn't known to be the safest, and a girl alone that late at night. Pretty strange.
Oigan, ahí está el columpio. Escuchen el columpio. Escúchenlo. Ya te tocó verla. No, si le da madre ese güey. Sí, güey. Vean. No seas mamón, no, puerco. Le da madres, güey. No se anda como. ¡No, güey!
What makes all of that even stranger is that another video surfaced, which was recorded by a young man with the name Alfonso Lopez, unrelated to the first video we saw. He as well heard about the creepy ghost story of a girl that seemed to be haunting the very grounds of this area. He was also on his way home that night.
A la niña del columpio. Vamos a ver si es cierto. Aquí a la derecha.
Aquí a la derecha, güey. No mames, el pinche columpio, güey. Párate, güey, no mames, mira. Güey, y son los dos, güey. No mames, güey.
¿Neta?
¿Me acerco, güey?
Sí.
Come to find out, neighbors in the area were telling stories about an unfortunate accident that had occurred at the scene, in which a young girl named Mariana was involved in a fatal accident after leaving the kindergarten one day.
Perdió el foco, güey. Perdió el foco esta madre, güey. Güey, perdió el foco esta madre, güey.
Ever since, several people speak of that young girl that can be seen close to the swing set at night. And maybe these drivers have captured proof that this tale might actually be true.
No hay
Hello.
Tommy forwarded me this video of Jack, who was living in Scotland. He claimed to be haunted by an evil poltergeist and could record the activity on video this night. So that's what it says. So let's just see.
Oh my. Oh.
Going up his stairs.
Phone's upstairs.
Well,
Oh my.
I think I would have been out of this house by now. I mean, this clip seems to be going on for some time, so let's just see if there's anything.
I swear to I seen something.
Could also be Irish, right? I'm not sure. Did you hear that growl or whatever? Let's listen to it again. Oh wow. Yeah, it would be the hell out of there. Super unsettling. Creepy. This video was captured and shared by Andy Capt, who was on a trip with a friend the following day. He started recording when he saw something unusual in the distance on top of a mountain. Both drive this road a lot, so there should not have been any surprises with the landscape, that's for sure.
What is it? It's a person, dude. No, seriously, pull over, pull over.
No.
There's a person standing there.
No, it's not.
Dude, if you seen what I seen right now,
What's interesting is that whatever we are seeing here would have to be extremely tall, since this mountaintop is pretty far in the distance. Was it a tree perhaps? No, says the uploader. To this day they have no idea what they saw there that afternoon, and they never saw it again. Quite mysterious to say the least, don't you think? The man in the following video was traveling on a narrow road in the middle of nowhere one night. Apparently this area is pretty notorious for scary incidents that have been reported over the last 100 years. The most common story, however, is the one about the lady in red, who can be seen ever so often, standing on the side of the road and looking at passing vehicles. It is said that she lost her life in this very area a long time ago, but that her spirit is still haunting these grounds. The man was pretty uneasy after noticing a figure in what appears to be a red dress. He states that all he wanted is to get home as soon as possible after noticing this thing on the side of the road. And I suppose it will remain a mystery if that was actually the lady in red or just a lost person. Martin Iveas has uploaded the following video, and he states, "This footage was captured on my phone while I was filming a 3-part tour of the church. It's my favorite place to shoot as a photographer. I wanted to make this tour for friends and followers. Just as I was about to wrap up, I went in the basement to a room I call the Red Room. After shining my light on what I think is a man, he gets up from a chair and chases me throughout the church. I still can't believe I managed to get this all on camera. I'm still very shaken up from this. Fellow photographers and artists, never go into places like this alone. Please." So this sounds like a terrifying experience for Martin. Let's see what actually transpired.
Part 3 of my favorite place to shoot. It's a little dark outside. It's pretty cloudy. It's rained all day today. I'm going to show you guys my favorite place to go. Downstairs in what I call the Red Room. The Red Room is a place I go once I'm done shooting for the day. Just to kind of look at pictures, see if I need to retake anything, re-edit anything.
A beautiful location, I really have to say. Who could have thought that there might be something really creepy lurking in that basement? Have you ever gone on a location like that, all by your own?
Turn the light off during the day. It's got a nice tint of red. I'll show you.
Pretty dark as well down there,
It's a little dark now,
obviously.
Can't see. Come down here, it's peaceful, it's quiet.
But then he comes across what he describes as a man sitting in the chair.
Oh my god.
And he tries to make it out of there as fast as he can. After all, he doesn't know what he actually just stumbled across. Now, what exactly is sitting in that chair, looking towards the wall in pitch darkness? Is it just a regular man, meditating? A homeless person, perhaps, or something paranormal? Let me know what you guys think. Maybe just a hoax after all. Whatever the reason, it's pretty terrifying.
And now we want to check out a couple of videos from James Fodder, and he thinks to have bought a haunted doll.
This creepy looking doll from Goodwill. An employee said the owner wanted to get rid of it ASAP and bought it law.
That was creepy. Was that a cloth ball? Is this a shadow figure? Alright, this video was uploaded by Nitro Sideshow, and he tells us a video of an alleged ghost sighting recorded in the Vale Town Museum in Victor, New York. Not a lot of info has been given to us at this point, but I suppose it's a museum ghost. Let's take a look at it. An unexplained figure moves from the background forward. The investigator doesn't notice the moving figure, okay, so they did not notice it at the time, and we decide, of course. Oh, is it maybe here? Is there somebody standing? It does appear like it a little, but... I certainly see something standing here. But it's super grayish. Oh yeah, it is moving. Look at that. There is something certainly moving here. Really weird. Look here, when he walks past the pole, You can see through the face, kinda. Which would not be possible if we are talking another investigator, perhaps, or another human being. I mean, I saw it immediately, that there seemed to be somebody standing, and now, yeah, see that? How he moves back and forth, and then it's just gone. This is a significant capture. I really like that one. And I don't think that to be a human being. Just see, you can always a little bit see through that thing. That's why I don't believe. This video was shared by a young man who states that he was out on a nightly trip with friends when they saw something rather strange hovering on the other side of the road. He pulled his phone out and started recording. What caught him off guard was that with this strange sighting, there was an unusual whipping noise that he could hear stemming from that thing. If this was just a wind hose or something, why would it be illuminated? He had no explanations for this sighting. And after returning to the car a bit later that evening, the object had mysteriously disappeared, according to the uploader. Some comments even state that it looks quite similar to a head and a torso. Could this mean that we are looking at a real ghost here? Or is there a way more plausible explanation in your opinion? Michael and Heather are a couple that like to tamper with the paranormal forces. They stream some of their Ouija sessions to their viewership, and ever so often, some really interesting events are unfolding. But lately, as one would expect, these forces seem to make it into their house, even if they are not playing with their Ouija board. As we know, playing with a board opens up a door that oftentimes can't be closed easily again.
Hello? Hello? Whoa. Hello?
Yet they decided to proceed with their live Ouija sessions. On a side note, never take off your hands off the planchette without ending the session first.
I'm freaked out now.
As you can imagine, it didn't end there. The following night, they heard some disturbance from outside of the bedroom. Shh, shh, shh.
Who's there?
Did the poltergeist open all their cupboards, or were they opened previously without showing us? But it escalated even more. Around 2 AM, an intruder seemed to start ringing their doorbell. Nobody can be seen outside their house. Strange. It seems that to this day, these events haven't really calmed down.
They have several security cameras mounted in their home to capture all the activity. Even their pets are starting to get freaked out. Let's see how this case develops in the future.